Hello and welcome to News Digest. Whether you are a working professional, too busy to sit and read through the Wall Street Journal, or someone who simply wants to be that smartest person in the room, you will find the upcoming 10 minutes well worth your investment. The sources for today's summary are the Wall Street Journal and Financial Times. Watch all the way through the end, and we'll provide a bullet point recap to help you retain the information throughout the day. With that said, let's dive in. K-pop's commercial dominance, fueled by a global fan base, showcases South Korea's mastery in leveraging social media for profit. Despite concerns about fan coercion, K-pop's influence remains unparalleled, with groups like BTS and Blackpink leading the charge. The International Federation of the Phonographic Industry reported that 6 of the top 20 best-selling artists in 2023 were South Korean, with K-pop concerts drawing millions worldwide. However, controversies, like the pressure on K-pop stars such as Karina from aespa, highlight the dark side of fan culture. As the lead singer of the all-female group, Karina became embroiled in controversy when news of her relationship with a male actor surfaced. The reaction from fans was swift and intense, with some feeling betrayed or jealous, leading to demands for Karina to apologize and clarify her relationship status. Yet, K-pop's impact extends beyond music. Hyundai withdrew from an aluminum supply deal with one of Indonesia's largest coal producers due to pressure from K-pop fans. The decision to withdraw came after an army of K-pop fans voiced their opposition to the deal, which they perceived as harmful to the environment. The fans' collective action demonstrated the significant influence and mobilization power of K-pop fandoms, prompting Hyundai to reconsider its partnership with the coal producer. Despite recent challenges and declining domestic album sales, Goldman Sachs remains bullish on K-pop's future, citing the importance of offline concert audiences and Japan's untapped potential. With Japan's idol culture and substantial music market, K-pop companies stand to gain significantly. While some view K-pop's peak as behind it, Goldman Sachs predicts a turnaround and expects the fan base to grow by 26% annually. The market's scrutiny of K-pop overlooks lucrative opportunities, particularly in Japan, where K-pop's influence is poised to double by 2026. Despite skepticism, Goldman Sachs recognizes the predatory potential of K-pop's global dominance, suggesting a brighter future for the industry.
Disney is set to follow Netflix's lead by cracking down on password sharing on its streaming services, starting with select countries in June and expanding globally by September. CEO Bob Iger announced the timeline for this initiative, emphasizing the company's efforts to cut costs and make Disney Plus and Hulu profitable. Disney aims to turn its streaming business profitable by the fourth quarter of the year, building on the progress made since Iger's return as CEO in 2022. The decision to limit password sharing aligns with similar moves by other streaming services like Netflix and Max, aimed at boosting revenue streams. Despite initial consumer backlash, Netflix's quarterly results have improved significantly since implementing these measures. Warner Bros. Discovery also plans to crack down on Max password sharing later this year. In addition to tackling password sharing, Disney raised streaming subscription prices last year and introduced bundled subscriptions. The company continues to expand its streaming portfolio with partnerships and acquisitions like the recent collaboration with Fox Corp and Warner Bros. Discovery to launch a sports-focused streaming service. These initiatives reflect Disney's strategic focus on adapting to changing consumer behaviors and competitive dynamics in the streaming market.
Oil prices are soaring to their highest levels in months, driven by drone attacks in Russia, Middle East unrest, and strong consumer demand, potentially leading to a summer surge in gas prices. Brent crude futures have surged 18% in 2024, surpassing $90 a barrel for the first time since October, while average national gasoline prices in the U.S. have risen 15% to $3.57 a gallon. Production cuts by OPEC and its allies have contributed to the relative scarcity of crude in global markets. Analysts predict Brent prices could peak at $95 a barrel this summer, with gasoline stockpiles in the U.S., Europe, and Asia at low levels. Higher oil prices could complicate matters for the Federal Reserve, potentially driving inflation further above the target. The surge in prices reflects unexpected strength in the global economy and increased energy demand, despite efforts to transition to cleaner energy sources. While diesel demand remains weak, factors like Ukrainian strikes on Russian oil refining facilities and tougher U.S. sanctions enforcement are further driving price forecasts higher.
Here is today's recap. South Korea's K-pop phenomenon, driven by a global fan base, exemplifies the country's adeptness in leveraging social media for profit, despite controversies like fan coercion and recent challenges in album sales. Disney plans to curb password sharing on its streaming platforms, following Netflix's lead, aiming to make Disney Plus and Hulu profitable while expanding its streaming portfolio through strategic partnerships and acquisition. Oil prices surge due to geopolitical tensions and strong demand, potentially leading to a summer surge in gas prices driven by factors like drone attacks, Middle East unrest, and production cuts, complicating matters for the Federal Reserve amidst efforts to transition to cleaner energy sources.
If you found today's video helpful, please consider subscribing to help us produce better news content for you. Also, let us know in the comment section whether you prefer more articles that are shorter or fewer articles with more depth.